Dudes, welcome to the 8th Full Moon Universe vidcast. Happy we're doing this, and you come up with an idea, and suddenly every Tuesday I'm here saying hi to you guys and giving stuff away. And yeah, speaking of giving stuff away, this time we're going to give away 3 tunnelers, okay? At the end of this vidcast, there will be a trivia question, and I should say that we've now given away 25 really cool things, gotten some really great emails that people really are appreciative. In some cases, people who wouldn't normally be able to afford some of this stuff, so I'm really happy about that. So keep watching because we will always give stuff away. Always. It'll just be the routine. Now, I'm not sure exactly where to start, but I will begin by saying that check out Freakshow this week because I spent an amazing hour and a half with Mick Garris. Mick has been responsible for so many great shows going back to Amazing Stories with Steven Spielberg and Stephen King, The Stand and The Shining, big television hits in the 90s, all the way up to Masters of Horror, which was a great show and had wonderful directors, including our very own Stuart Gordon. So check out Mick. As a matter of fact, we had so much material to talk about that we had to cut it in 2. So part 1, they're always up fast on audio. You can always get them on audio. But part 1 on video will be up on Full Moon Features this Thursday as well as YouTube. And next week we'll have part 2. We have some other crazy guests coming up. I don't want to spoil any surprise, but just stay tuned for the Freak Show.
I want to say one thing to you, Charlie, right away. You gave me my first job in the movie business.
They say, why are you with a woman? I said, because I ran out of guys.
Right.
And there's more. Oh, yes, there's more, much more.
Now, as a reminder, if you sign up for Full Moon Features, our awesome streaming site, for 1 year, for $59.95, you have a choice of 4 free gifts, a choice of 1 of 4 free gifts. And they're all awesome, starting with the Puppet Master 12 Blu-ray box set. That's amazing. The Evil Bong Stash Box, come on. I mean, that's the whole Evil Bong series, along with a place where you can stash whatever your secrets are. And the Diana Prince Sexy Six-Pack, something that's extremely unique. You'll never find it anywhere else. We promise we will only give it away free if you sign up for a 1-year subscription. And finally, your choice of 12 discs, 12 of all these Full Moon features. So whether they're Blu-rays or DVDs, that's another option when you sign up for 1 year to Full Moon Features. So, support what we're doing. We have amazing films coming out, a long list, including, of course, Subspecies 5, Blood Rise, which we shot in Serbia, and Ted Nicolau right now is editing like a fiend.
Curse you, Flanders! I forbid you return here.
And finally, what I've been really looking forward to telling you guys about forever is the Legacy box set. So let me explain. I had this idea about a year ago to start, slowly but surely, taking every 10 of my movies, going back to movie number 1, making sure we put them all on Blu-ray, which is not easy, especially with some of the weird movies that we shot on 16 millimeter. Sometimes negatives are lost, but slowly but surely going back and preparing a box set for every 10 movies dating back to frickin' 1973. So I started with the first 10 movies. Luckily, some we had on Blu-ray, some we did not. And, I've numbered my movies forever, So Mansion of the Doom, my first movie, my first horror movie, is number 1. The problem is, in a weird way, I did make a movie before Mansion called The Last Foxtrot in Burbank. I was totally embarrassed. It was a flop. It wasn't a horror movie. So I kind of erased it from my brain. I threw materials out. This is way, way, way back when. And then the negative was found, and some of you followed the story. And people said, the movie is weird. It's kind of bizarre. It's a parody of The Last Tango in Paris, but you should make it yours. You made the movie. It was a failed attempt. So call it number 0, since I started numbering my movies as number 1 with Mansion of the Doom. So we went back, we found that negative, we made the transfers, and I thought, wouldn't it be cool every so often to create 10 Blu-rays in a beautiful box set, very limited, never sold at retail, numbered, signed by me, and we can do this slowly over the many years. Now it's going to take a freaking long time because probably by the end of next year, I'll have made 400 movies. So that's a lot of box sets, but you had to start somewhere. So we started with the first 10 movies, actually 11 with The Last Foxtrot in Burbank. And I'm happy to say that this is finally happening, coming to you. This is it. It's called the Full Moon Legacy box set. And the way it works, the fabric is fantastic. It's the same fabric that Apple kind of uses. It's very slick and heavy. We use similar material on the Empire box set that I did some years ago. So what happens is you open it up and you get the first 11 movies, starting with Foxtrot, number 0, and they're all numbered. Put into the box, they form a mural. The spines form a mural. And then just as a little fun collector's thingamajigger, we also created 10 postcards, if I can get it out of here. 10 postcards. Oh, good. I got them all. And the postcards are, in fact, the original posters of the 10 movies. So everything from Foxtrot, which is the first one, all the way to Fairy Tales, End of the World, Tourist Trap. So, yeah, kind of in order-ish is The Last Foxtrot in Burbank. Then we got my first official horror movie, Mansion of the Doomed. When I say collectible postcards, I mean they actually are postcards in case you want to mail one of these to someone with a note. I don't know if anybody uses postcards anymore, but they're kind of cool. And then there was Crash, which was a lot of fun to make. And again, you'll be looking at these probably as I talk about them. And Cinderella, kind of a sexy musical. Then The Best of Sex and Violence, which admittedly we shot on 16. Doesn't look great. We bumped it up to Blu-ray. It looks pretty cool, but it's still a bizarre combination of different movies and trailers. End of the World with Christopher Lee. Not one of my favorites, but nonetheless, working with Christopher Lee was fantastic. And then Auditions, which was the weirdest one of the first 11 movies. I'll let you discover why. But once again, we did bump it up to HD. It is on Blu-ray, but the source material was a combination of 3/4 inch and 16 millimeters, so it's all of that. Then The Daytime Ended, one of my first movies with the wonderful Dave Allen, who did stop motion animation. And of course, Laser Blast, which many people know about, and it kind of survives the test of time here. And Tourist Trap, probably the most well-known of this early batch. So there you have it. The way it works is we can only produce very few of these at a time because of the printing process. So on the 18th, which will be next Friday, November 18th, these will be for sale. We can only do 100 at a time, so if we run out, it may take a week or two to get more inventory in. But eventually, we will do 2,000. 2,000 is the limit. They'll be numbered, hand-numbered, and I'm going to sign every one. So, we haven't figured out the price yet. I want to make it really affordable. We'll know that next week, exactly what the price is, but it won't be a crazy number. But yeah, it's the Full Moon Legacy box set collection. So this goes up to movie number 10, even though there's 0 for Last Foxtrot in Burbank. And then at some point, maybe early next year, we'll try to go for the next 10. So it would be number 11 through 20. So it's a very long-term project. Again, this is, we're not going to go out at retail. This is for collectors. You can get them at fullmoondirect.com. We'll bring some to conventions. We're only going to do 2,000. Every time we produce 10 more in the series, it'll be 2,000 numbered and signed. So I'm really excited about this. You guys can go back and kind of see how it all began. I wrote a book called Confessions of a Puppet Master, and a lot of my early adventures making these movies are in that book. So you may want to read that to get some context of why I made these movies. Sometimes it has to do with budget. If I had a bigger budget, I'd make a more ambitious movie. If we had $5, I'd make Auditions or something hopefully clever, but wasn't expensive. So, as an independent filmmaker, you kind of ebb and flow depending on your fortunes. And I've had really great stretches and really sucky stretches. So eventually this library, all numbered, okay, I think the movie we just finished shooting, The 12 Sleighs of Christmas, which comes out just before Christmas, I think is number 370. So you can almost look at all these movies and think, wow, okay, this must have been a good period. Oh, these movies were probably not as good as Charlie would have liked them to be just because we had no money. But, you know, the year by year, we managed to make, on a bad year, 2-3 movies. On a good year, 15 or 20. And we had some great years. So here we are about to head towards movie number 400. I haven't done the math, but if we release 10 of these movies in sequence every quarter, every 3 months, which we won't be able to do, or let's say twice a year, I think it'll take 20 years to have 40 10-disc box sets or some crazy number like that. So anyway, slowly but surely. I appreciate all you guys watching this. Hopefully this is somewhat entertaining, and support Full Moon Features. Check it out. Check out Freakshow. Every Tuesday we're doing our thing here, and I must not forget to tell you guys who the winners are of last week's trivia contest. Last week's winners are Erica Roach, Alberto Giovanelli, and Campbell Bischoff. And this week, as I said earlier, we're giving away 3 tunnelers. One of my favorite Puppet Master characters. Not sure why. He's very unique. I don't know if I've seen anything quite like him, but who knows? Maybe there's some other character in some comic book 40 years ago that tunneled into human beings. However, this week's trivia question is, in which Puppet Master movie was Tunneler killed and later dissected? And that's it. Thanks for watching. Thanks for being part of this. 8 weeks in, we'll keep doing this, keep talking about new movies, new merch. I mean, there are surprises. I could sit here for an hour and babble away about all the cool new stuff. But, you know, we got to keep this within some framework of time. So thank you, and I'll see you guys next Tuesday. Ciao.